how China's ancient expeditions define its idea of global harmony. For centuries, China has promoted a foreign policy grounded in harmony and mutual benefit. This approach is not merely modern political rhetoric. It can be traced through ancient poems, historical texts, and accounts of rulers who sought trade and cultural exchange rather than conflict. Notably, there is no historical record of warfare between ancient China and the civilizations of the Nusantara region or the present day of Indonesia. In Chinese statecraft, historical reflection is central. Emperor Taizong of the Tang Dynasty once said, 以史为镜,可以知兴替, meaning that history can be used as a mirror to predict the rise or decline of nations. By examining China's historical expeditions, we gain insight into how Chinese elites historically shaped their foreign relations. 天下大同 and 天下和谐, harmony at home and abroad. During China's golden age under the Tang Dynasty from 618 to 970, official historians compiled earlier historical records into major works, such as the Book of the Northern and Southern Dynasties and the Book of the Sui Dynasty. These texts documented China's relations with other states and upheld a philosophical ideal known as 天下大同, a concept referring to internal or domestic harmony, emphasizing social stability. Stability was the guiding principle of Emperor Taizong from 626 to 649, especially given the political turbulence at the dawn of the Tang Dynasty. Over time, however, the meaning of 天下 expanded. Instead of referring solely to 大同, it began to encompass 和谐, meaning global harmony. Thus, the pursuit of internal stability became linked with peaceful external relations. One vital source that recorded these external ties is the Liangshu, or the Book of the Liang Dynasty, completed in 635 by the historian Yao Zelian. The work not only documents the Liang Dynasty from 502 to 557, but also describes nations located over 20,000 li, or 8,000 kilometers from China, including Japan. This demonstrates China's early awareness of and engagement with distant civilizations. Three earliest expeditions, cultural exchange, not conflict. China's traditional international relations extended beyond East Asia. Long before the Tang Dynasty, the Han Dynasty from 206 BC to 220 AD recorded the first significant expeditions. The envoy Zhang Qian traveled west via the ancient Silk Road from the Han capital of Chang'an, a cosmopolitan hub for scholars, merchants, and diplomats, seeking cultural exchange rather than conquest. The second major journey occurred in 414 AD, when the monk Faxian undertook a Buddhist pilgrimage to India. Due to a storm, he briefly stayed in Nusantara, likely in the Tarumanagara kingdom in present-day of Java. Despite the kingdom being Hindu rather than Buddhist, this indicates that unexpected context still enabled exchange. The third expeditions took place during the Tang Dynasty in 671, when the monk Yi Jing sailed to the Srivijaya kingdom from 671 to 1025. He traveled aboard a ship provided by King Dapunta Hyang Srijayanasa from 671 to 692, specifically designed for merchants and Buddhist pilgrims. Among the three, only Yi Jing can be definitely proven to have visited Sriwijaya before continuing on to India. These expeditions show that early China sought cultural exchange, pilgrimage, and trade, not territorial expansion. A poetic glimpse of China's southern outlook, Chinese literature also reveals the longing for peaceful exchanges with the southern seas. In the poem What Goes On in the Borderlands by Tang poet Zhang Qiao, translated in Kevin Maynard's The Iron Flute, we encounter the following lines. A spring day sheds its brilliance throughout Liangzhou. No soldiers bar the way across these empty wilds, each rover free to roam the furthest frontier. Those nomads' wanderlust runs loose as any river. Their only wish, as ever, to flow towards the south. 春风对青中，白日落凉州。大汉无病除，穷边犹客游。盼情似此水长，愿向南流。The last line, 半顷似此水长，远向南流, reflects a strong longing to flow toward the south, beyond China's frontier provinces such as Sichuan, Shanxi, Yunnan, and Guizhou. This reinforces how cultural imagination itself propelled external engagement. Conclusion: historical harmony as China's diplomatic mirror. China's earliest expeditions, whether to Central Asia or the Southern Seas, were rooted in missions of exchange, pilgrimage, and trade. By the end of the Tang Dynasty, internal instability only strengthened China's outward longing for peaceful engagement with neighboring states. Thus, China's traditional foreign relations can be understood through the philosophy of 天下和谐, a principle emphasizing stability and mutual benefit. Emperor Taichung's idea that history serves as a mirror remains relevant today. Echoing this tradition, President Xi Jinping stated in 2025 that societies must stand on the truth side of history because the world needs fairness, not hegemony. He emphasized that history moves toward progression, suggesting that future interstate relations will align with global development trends, sustainable, low carbon, and technologically smart. In this sense, ancient China's peaceful expeditions continue to offer a historical template for future diplomacy, one based not on expansion, but on harmony, exchange, and shared progress under the ideal of 天下和谐.